Okay, we're back talking about leverage again, this time at the knee. And what made me think of this for this video was, we always see a lot of total knee replacements. And during the surgery, there's a tourniquet up here on the quadricep. And so, people come out of surgery, their quads are pretty weak. And one of the jobs of the quadricep is to straighten the knee here, okay? And so again, this muscle attaches fairly close to the joint. And so the leverage becomes an issue as we approach zero. So with this weak quad, when I'm trying to straighten this knee, down here, I have a lot of leverage, okay? The quad comes down here over the patellar tendon, attaches to the tibia. This kneecap acts as kind of a lever, a fulcrum to improve leverage. And so down here, we're okay. As we start to approach zero, we're going to try and, I'm going to keep bloopers in here because that's more interesting. We're going to try and juggle this guy. So as we approach zero with this quad, you can see where the leverage is going to get a lot worse because I'm pulling here in the straight line with the quad. It's already damaged, and it's going to be very difficult to get these last few degrees. And so, of course, we want to make the quad stronger, but we're also fighting against the tightness of the knee. The scar tissue is starting to set in, and we only have a few months to get this back. Otherwise, it sets. And this is a point at which we say prevention is better than the cure. You do not want to get a stuck knee after a total knee replacement. And I have a whole article about what not to do after knee replacements, and that's don't ignore your range of motion progress. Because in 28 years, I have never seen a successful manipulation to fix a lack of range of motion. Okay, it's extremely painful. You have to go to therapy 5 times a week. We have to stretch on you again. Prevention is everything. So make sure it's straight. Make sure you're getting measured by someone. So we're trying to hit zero, right? And this quad is weak and traumatized, and it's trying to pull you straight, okay? But it's also fighting the scar tissue that's setting here in the joint. So over the years in the industry, we started only measuring active range of motion, meaning what your muscles could do. We started to get away from passive range of motion because we said, well, it's not functional. So, and I partially agree with that. However, when you're talking about these last few degrees, you really need to make sure it's not only passively able to get there, but also actively. If you can't passively get to zero, this weak quad with the poor leverage down here is not going to be able to pull you those last few degrees. So sometimes you do need to measure passive range of motion. Can you get straight? Okay, and if you can't, you need to do that passive stretching to get there. Only once you get there is your injured quad going to have a chance of getting you to zero. And why is this so important? When you're walking, we're very efficient at vaulting over a straight leg, okay? If we have a bent knee, we're going to feel that pain and stress with every single step, and we're going to limp with every step. It's going to hurt more. We're not going to be able to walk as far. It's not efficient. So a straight knee is critical for pain-free motion long-term. Okay, that's it for this one. Please subscribe. All subscriptions are free. And please share. Thank you.